Good morning. These are your Tribune highlights for Monday, November 17th, 2025, brought to you by your daily Bahamas headlines. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to our WhatsApp and YouTube channels, and like our Facebook page at Your Daily Bahamas Headlines. Headline story: Arawak Cave fire destroys 7 businesses. Damages estimated at $1.5 million. A massive early morning fire raged through Arawak Cay's fish fry, destroying 7 restaurants and threatening the livelihoods of more than 100 workers who depended on the iconic tourist and local hotspot. The blaze began around 8 a.m. Sunday inside Goldie's Conch House, one of the oldest and most popular establishments at the fish fry. Fueled by tightly clustered wooden structures and strong winds, the fire spread rapidly to On the Edge, Red Snapper, Rake and Scrape, Brother Eddie's, Casey on the Western, and several vendor stalls. Firefighters battled the inferno for hours, but the heavy smoke and intense flames consumed the buildings before they could be saved. When the smoke finally cleared, the entire western strip lay in ruins: twisted tin roofing, burned equipment, collapsed walls, and charred beams marking the spot where vibrant restaurants once stood. Owners say none of the buildings were insured after insurance companies repeatedly refused coverage because of the physical layout and wooden structure of the area. Without insurance, business owners now face losses between $300,000 to $1.5 million each. Many say they have no clear path forward, and employees openly wept as they arrived to find their workplaces gone. Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis visited the scene and embraced grieving staff members, assuring them that the government will provide temporary facilities and direct financial assistance. Agriculture and Marine Resources Minister Jomo Campbell said an emergency plan is already underway to help vendors relocate within 60 days, though many business owners fear they may never fully recover. Vendors described panic as the fire advanced, workers trying to save equipment, others begging firefighters to save at least a portion of the buildings, and still others collapsing to the ground in tears. One worker said, "I don't know what I'm going to do now." The Bahamas Fire Services confirmed that one officer was injured during the response, but is recovering. The official cause of the blaze is under investigation. The destruction of the Western Fish Fry has raised broader questions about safety, fire suppression infrastructure, and disaster resilience at one of the country's most visited cultural and tourism hubs. Looting of grounded barge sparks outrage. National Security Minister Wayne Munro has condemned the looting that took place on the Brooklyn Bridge container barge after it ran aground off Abaco. He described the incident as shameful and a violation of maritime law. Officers from the RBDF and RBPF were diverted to secure the vessel after crowds removed food, medical supplies, and other goods from the grounded ship. Tributes pour in for 2025 First Global Challenge winner, Madeline Thompson. Family and friends gathered at St. Joseph's Catholic Parish to remember Madeline Thompson, a standout student, robotics competitor, and beloved daughter who died on November 1st. Her mother delivered a moving tribute, recalling Madeline's gentle personality, academic excellence, and faithfulness. Classmates and teammates shared emotional memories at the memorial. Family of Gus Cooper distances itself from Way Forward Valley Boys faction. The family of Winston Gus Cooper, founder of the world-famous Valley Boys Junkanoo group, says they do not support the breakaway faction that has emerged. They emphasized Cooper's legacy of unity and cultural excellence and warned that the new group does not represent their values. Government takes Labor on Campus initiative to Doris Johnson Senior High. The Department of Labor visited Doris Johnson Senior High School to expose students to job opportunities in aviation, hospitality, construction, maritime, and technical trades. Officials said the goal is to reduce youth unemployment and build awareness of high-demand careers. Government launches Upskill Bahamas. Free online courses for 8,000 people. More than 8,000 Bahamians aged 16 and older now have access to over 40 internationally accredited online courses through the new Upskill Bahamas program. Courses include digital skills, entrepreneurship, customer service, wellness, and technical trades. Prime Minister Davis said the program removes barriers to advancement and provides young people with globally recognized certifications. Man awaiting murder trial denied bail a second time. A man accused of a 2002 murder, allegedly carried out in retaliation for his brother's killing, has again been denied bail. Justice Franklin Williams ruled that the suspect poses a flight risk and a danger to public safety. Kuptashar carjacking and armed robbery suspect also charged with putting woman in fear. A man accused of a December carjacking spree has been denied bail after prosecutors linked him to multiple vehicle thefts, armed robberies, and threats with a handgun. Painter dies after fall from rooftop. A 57-year-old man died after falling from a roof in Grand Bahama. Police say foul play is not suspected. Man hospitalized after stabbing. A 34-year-old man is recovering after being stabbed during a fight outside a business in Deadman's Cay, Long Island. Bahamas Striping donates $1.6 million to Jamaica's hurricane recovery. Bahamas Striping Group of companies has pledged $1.6 million to assist Jamaica following Hurricane Melissa. The company says it is committed to helping Caribbean neighbors rebuild and strengthen resilience. Commonwealth Bank shrugs off 46% jump in regulatory expenses. Despite major regulatory and statutory cost increases over the last 2 years, Commonwealth Bank reported stronger than expected third-quarter performance. Bank executives say organic profits remain strong and shareholder dividends are expected to remain stable. Chapintard stands by claims regarding $1.7 million air conditioning contract. Opposition leader Michael Pintard insists that irregularities occurred regarding a Foreign Affairs Ministry $1.7 million AC repair contract. Minister Fred Mitchell denies any wrongdoing, calling Pintard's claims irresponsible. Cruise power providers bond oversubscribed by 17%. A Bahamas-based cruise power provider announced its $100 million bond offering was 17% oversubscribed, signaling strong investor confidence. Funds will support new LNG infrastructure and dock upgrades. Bahamas targets China and Europe to boost tariff-hit seafood industry. Facing high U.S. tariffs imposed under Donald Trump, the Bahamas is expanding its seafood export markets to China and Europe. Officials say diversifying buyers is critical for long-term survival. Bahamian realtors promote country to global investors. H.G. Christie agents promoted Bahamian real estate at the Canadian International Property Show, showcasing luxury properties and investment opportunities. Business community welcomes U.S. Embassy secure storage lockers. The new U.S. Embassy on Shirley Street has opened secure personal locker facilities, helping visitors protect belongings during embassy appointments. Disastrous lesson, if we're willing to learn. The Tribune's editorial argues that the Arawak Cay fire was preventable, calling it a painful reminder of ignored infrastructure upgrades, building code laxity, and the danger of wooden structures built too close together. The editorial urges modernizing the fish fry with proper spacing, fire suppression systems, and updated building standards. 1. Bahamas and missing opportunity. A letter writer laments that the Bahamas has always been rich in potential, but slow to act on economic opportunities. They argue that national unity and long-term planning are needed to create true prosperity. 2. Transportation and enforcing road traffic laws. Another writer expresses frustration with the continued violations of public transport rules, calling for strict enforcement and safer operations. Russia's slowing economy takes toll on consumers. Russia's wartime economy is showing signs of strain, with rising taxes and reduced consumer spending as the Ukraine conflict continues. That concludes your Tribune News highlights for Monday, November 17, 2025. Stay informed, stay aware, be blessed, and be a blessing.